I think the whole thing, it's possibly a big Ponzi scheme.
How so?
There's no way to get BitClout off platform here. Like, you're just putting money on. More and more people are just putting money on, and there's no way to get your money back. Swap it.
So one, you're right. You're right. I'm looking at this right now. The only thing you can do is buy, but you cannot swap.
Hey there. Welcome to the Gluten-Free Organic Thoughts podcast, where you are encouraged to express your natural thoughts and views through casual, meaningful conversations that hopefully can lead to learning and understanding new perspectives. To find out more info, visit www.gfOThoughts.com. Now, here are your hosts, Michael Wong and Robert Din. We hope you enjoy this episode.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another great episode of Gluten-Free Organic Thought Podcast. My name is Michael Wong, one of the co-hosts, and always with me, Robert Din.
Hey everyone, welcome back. We have an interesting topic today.
Very interesting topic today.
Yeah. About so stuff that I don't know. We'll get into it. Mike, what are you drinking right now?
All right. So today I was, also, you know what? I'm gonna try to spice my water up a little bit. You know how you
spice
go to
your water up.
Yeah. Hang on. So you know how you go to a hotel, you get this fancy water with lemon, cucumber, or strawberries in it. You know what I'm talking about? Like So I decided to do that for myself. Every single week, I'm gonna make different type of water. So this week, I decided to do cucumber and lemon water. So I just get the simple cucumber lemon water for this whole week.
No, you need like a better cup, because now we can't even see. Like, if you have anything in there, it could be anything. Every week you bring over this mug and you're like, oh, this is.
I can't show you that.
Yeah, you can't show it. You need a clear one or something. Because every week.
I'm gonna get a clear mug just for the show. Okay.
Yeah, every week you come here, you're like, I'm drinking this today, and it could all be nothing. Like
it could be
we
water.
never see you take a sip on screen. So, all right.
I did take a sip. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking this 2016 Bordeaux. I'll show everybody here.
How do I know it's not water inside there, huh?
Yeah, that's true. It could be. I dyed my water and I put it in a wine glass.
There we go. All right. So as Robert was saying, this week's topic is it's interesting because it caught my attention. So for those who listen to Clubhouse, it's pretty much just like online audio social media podcast. And I heard a lot of people talking about this past couple of months. And is this I guess maybe it's an NFT. I don't know, Robert, how you classify this, but it's BitClout.com, and what they do is like a platform where you can claim your own coin. Yes, as a person, you become the coin, and you could build value. And it also has the social media aspect of that, because they claim to be like the decentralized social media where you can also post stuff, share it, like and comment, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like a crypto version of social media.
Yeah, decentralized social media. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, what you can do is, let's say that you're a creator, you're a celebrity, you can claim yourself with like a phone number or some kind of ID to identify that, verify that, and you can buy your own currency. And the more people buy it, it looks like the prices goes up. I think that's a variation
prices
of that, but
go up, and like your value on there goes up, and you get a portion of whatever people are buying, and then you get a portion of that too.
Yep. So it's interesting. It's like a personal NFT, right? And I guess for those who don't know what NFT is, Robert, you want to explain that? I want to take a stab at that.
I don't know what an NFT is, but like I know what it's called. It's called a non-fungible token, and I guess in like the crypto space on the blockchain, you can like set things to different like spots on the blockchain so that they are unique. And then you can take that uniqueness and sell it off for different things.
So for a non-fungible means is that there's only one unique piece of that, where when it's a fungible token is that there could be duplication of that.
So. Yeah, so there's never any duplication, and so that you're basically selling a piece of this blockchain. And those have gotten really big. Right, so like
so the NFT from the artwork, from a digital art standpoint, those has blown up. We can cover that in another episode, right? Because at the end of the day, because they use that uniqueness to make their own seal, which they can never replicate that. So it's limitation of that, right?
And that market's been huge. So like things are selling for millions of dollars and stuff.
Yeah.
So this is just trying to take advantage of that.
Well,
I think
you become the personal NFT, right? You yourself are the NFT.
Yeah. It's trying to brand yourself as that NFT.
Yeah. But let me ask you this though: do you think this has the power to evolve to a bigger social media aspect of this? Like you see, based on the layout. I mean, for those who are watching this YouTube, Robert will kind of share a couple of screenshots of that. Based on the layout, it looks like an early version of a Twitter-ish / with a little bit of IG post in it feed, but I guess a crappy version of it. I don't know, or simpler version of it.
Yeah, it's a very, I don't know. It's like an 8-bit version of
8-bit version
of like Twitter. Like here's a screenshot of the feed and stuff. It looks like Twitter. It's just like post of stuff, and then you can purchase. It's like a buy and follow and all this likes and
there's a feed as well. When in the feed you can actually comment it, you can like it, reshare it, and retweet it. I guess too. Also,
Mike, do you know if like these are pulling in from Instagram and Twitter and stuff, or are those only on?
You can connect your bio into a Twitter. That's what it does.
Okay, and then everything that you post on Twitter will get fed into this.
I'm not sure there's a feed for that. That's one thing I'm not sure.
Oh, so so it's possible that all of these messages are just on the platform?
Well, this message is so currently the feed are manually put in right now for a lot of this stuff. So it could be pulled in, it could be copy and paste for the ones that are not claimed by the creators, who knows. But for example, like I was following this comedian, right? I know that she posts her own stuff. So if you look at Leah Mar in it, and she can you can see how much stuff she posts herself. With regards to that, I mean, you're saying that you think that they have a natural way to pull data?
I'm just saying if you connect your Instagram and your Twitter into this, will that automatically feed in and then all of your posts come into one spot, or is it like you have to post it on their social media?
I think you have to post it on their social media.
Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise, I mean, it would be too easy, right, for them to pull all this data, right? You know what I mean?
I mean, but right now they're feeding stuff in. So like there's like a big controversy of this right now, right? Like because so to start off this whole company, they needed people on here so that people would want to come on and try it. So then they decided to just put celebrities into their platform. And I guess they're feeding in their feeds.
So I think they're feeding their feeds right now until they claim it.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't know. I just feel like it's.
I see where you're going with that. How they're pulling this in, right? I guess their current data.
Wouldn't they? I feel like they would have something to automatically feed in if you want it to, probably.
That's a good way to put that. Well, at the end of the day, though, let me ask you this though: do you think it's revolutionary for this platform,
or do you think it's revolutionary?
Or do you think it's a bunch of baloney?
I think the whole thing, it's possibly a big Ponzi scheme.
How so?
Because right now, how you go in and so to buy any of these people, you need BitClout coin, right? Sure. And to get BitClout coin, you get your BTC, you send it over, and you buy BitClout.
So you think the swap there?
You do a swap, but there's no way to get BitClout off platform.
Because it's only within that ecosystem.
There's no way to get stuff off at all. Like there's no way to get it off. So like what's happening here? Like you're just putting money on, more and more people are just putting money on, and there's no way to get your money back. So
well, you could buy your own coins and resell it and reswap it, right?
Like no, you get paid out in BitClout, right? That's how you get paid out.
But then you swap it out.
How do you can you swap it out?
Yeah, you can swap it out from here.
I don't know. I read a lot of stuff that said that you can't get any BitClout to BTC.
Hang on, let me see. I actually have an account myself.
Mike started his own account. He wants to be famous. So
So you can swap to buy, and then let me see. Can you swap back? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Though you don't think you can swap it back to sell it, right? That's what you're saying.
I don't think you can. There's probably like once it's on like an exchange, maybe you can send it to the exchange and then swap it.
So one, you're right. I'm looking at this right now. The only thing you can do is buy, but you cannot swap.
Right. So that's the controversy right now, right? Is like, first off, they put all these people's image onto their website without their authority, right? So basically, they're stealing people's identities and put them on there. Secondly, they're like, there's no way to get your money off, so it's just people adding money at all times and no way to get it out, and that's very fishy. I don't know. It just seems sketch. But it could be that it's just a new crypto coin and there's no way to get it off. Like all the other ICOs that happened in like 2018, 2017, 2018.
Yeah, before they got to an exchange, right?
Yeah, before they get to an exchange, there's no way. Like all you did was just have these weird coins, and then until they get onto an exchange, you can't really sell anything. So maybe that's how it is. But right now, it seems very sketch that like there's no way to get money off.
Yeah, that's a good way to. How will you cash this out back to Bitcoin though? Maybe this is such an interesting thought. I mean, I see a lot of people. I know a bunch of friends of mine are trying to get into this and just getting subscribed. Obviously, you want to dabble a little bit and put a couple $100 in there just in case it blows up, right? But if it doesn't blow up, by the way, I found out how to do the circulation formula. Ooh,
circulation.
Yeah, you remember the formula you were just trying to calculate
of like the value of your coin?
Yeah, it's based on the circulation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's just a whole white paper in this. So
yeah, so like that's also weird too, right? Is like how do you value somebody's worth? And that's really what this company's doing is like we're trying to value how much this person is worth.
Is it based on how much you do? Obviously the price drives up as more people buy it, but I guess you're telling me right now, for example, Elon Musk right now is worth $98,000 because about 200 coins circulation in it. Imagine. I mean, how many more coins can it really be? Because now that's each of these coins worth $98,000. You know what I mean? How many people can really afford that to buy one of those?
It depends on what the market cap is.
Yeah, you can click on that right now and see that.
Yeah, I'm not on the site, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I'm focused on the podcast, Mike, not like you all over the place. It's an interesting metric. Like, how do you value somebody's life? And that's really what's happening.
Imagine this in the future, right? You can technically value somebody's life.
And then what if somebody dies? Does their coin go up like sports cards?
It's a rare.
They get more rare.
It becomes more
rare. And then who gets that money?
Ooh.
Right? Like it's a I don't know. It's an ethical dilemma, kind of, when you put stuff up like this.
It will become an ethical dilemma, correct?
Yeah. But yeah, right now it's like it feels very infant state and seems like
super infant for sure.
I don't know. I feel like it's trying, but I don't know if this is what where social media is headed. Especially with such a if you look at the 8-bit social media platform they have, if they made it that look like something that was in this century, it might be more appealing to people. Like that's I don't know. I don't feel like I would ever use this just because it's so old school, and it's like done that purposefully.
That's true. I see what you're saying though, but let me ask you this though. Okay, maybe this coin may not survive, right? Let's just say that. But let's say that so not this coin, this platform. But do you think that there's a possibility that another platform can come about to have this decentralized where it can calculate your true worth to see how truly active you are? Imagine.
I mean, is that true worth, or is it just?
Imagine
it's society's society's worth on you, like what like
That's
society
true.
thinks you're worth.
So what if one day though, let's say that you have something like this to calculate based on your real life, how much money, how much time you put into community service, how much time you put into to your job, things like that. I don't know, that your title, your job, things like that, and it can eventually become real life thing, right?
Have you seen the there's a Black Mirror episode
No, I've not seen it.
that
No.
they did this type of thing where like basically it's every social media, like you get like a ranking, so like everything you do, like you can rank other people, and then you get a like a 5-star, like a star rating, right? And then
It's
that
it's like a review.
it's like a review, so every person you meet can give you some sort of review, and then you're trying to like, and then like things like jobs or like apartments, they'll use your rating as a
It's like a resume.
yeah, as like your resume or something. Like they'll be like, oh, if you get to like a 4.5 out of 5, then your rent will be 20% less because you're high profile and people follow that, and people will think that our
So you maybe get
apartment
into
is good, right?
exclusive club.
You get to exclusive stuff, and then you're like,
that is so messed up, man.
yeah, it's like that whole thing.
So you pretty much you have to suck up to people so people give you good reviews. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, or you're like really hot and everybody just gives you really good reviews anyway.
Man, imagine the suicidal rate for that kind of shit.
Yeah, it's no. If you watch the episode, it's gets dark. Like all of those Black Mirror episodes get dark, but yeah, it's it brings you. It's like it. I watching that. Oh, like looking at this, it like reminds me of that. Where like now we're getting to a point.
That's what I'm trying to say though, right? So maybe not this platform, but at the next evolution of this platform, right? Do you think that this could be causing some kind of electrical meltdown for some people? Oh shit, I'm only worth $98,000 right now.
No, it definitely will. Like people put a lot of they put a lot of themselves into like what they're worth, and then like if it's not what they expect, they'll commit suicide for sure on this.
I mean, if you take a look at this platform, I noticed that brands are taking advantage of this as well, right? And so, and brands can buy their own work, but at this point, what's the difference between this and a stock?
I don't know. It's just another way. It's like it's also the like when brands are coming out with their own crypto coins, right? Like it's just another way for them to build market cap.
I haven't seen that yet. I've seen brands taking out
every BNB is Binance coin. That I guess is
so.
Them.
Well, okay, so they exchange themselves. I'm talking about Fortune 500 companies. Like I haven't seen like Coca-Cola coming out with their own coin. You know what I mean? Like
no, there's companies that are starting.
Interesting.
It's just most companies I think are old school, and so then they don't.
So do you think a company like Visa and MasterCard will start their own thing?
I don't know. It's possible.
Because at the end of the day, if you think about the amount of transactions they can make money out of collecting fees,
Yeah, there's a lot of uses for crypto, and I think I feel like having coins just for coins is dumb. Like there's so many coins that a lot of them are just coins because they want to make their own coin, and I feel like
but there's no utilization behind it.
Yeah, and like it's not really used. It's not real. There's no use to it. Like I feel like a lot of these companies that are going into this, it's really a cash grab right now because
a lot of companies go into this also as well because they want to use coins as almost like a stock price, how much they're worth.
Right, and that's how a lot of it is. But I feel like that's not.
So how will you differentiate that between that and the stock market? Then you just grab a share. You can't benefit with a share. It's useless. It's the same thing, same concept.
Yeah, but you can like there's regulation that goes into it, right?
I mean, obviously, but eventually the regulation for these crypto stuff is gonna come. That sooner or later. It's just a matter of when.
Who's gonna regulate it? Who's gonna regulate like Ethereum? Who's gonna like the?
When I say regulate, I mean like loosely. I'm talking about just able to kind of cap out crazy projects, Ponzi scheme projects. You know what I mean? So that you've seen a lot of those during the all season trading during 2017.
Yeah. But like, there's what regulation has gone in to stop that since then?
No, because back then there wasn't, right?
There's zero, and right now there's zero. So
right now, certain countries are protecting themselves. For example, right now, the United States is very hard to get into those ICOs, right? And so they started cutting off. You know what? We're gonna protect the citizens of the United States. We're not gonna let them in at all.
Yeah, but that's also hurting the United States, like the citizens
That's
of the United
true.
States. It's not. I'm not saying that. Like instead like you're regulating the people, but like there's no one regulating the companies.
Correct.
And that's what the stock market does. Is it regulates the companies, not the people.
Does it though? To some degree, I guess.
Yeah, you have to be putting out statements every quarter. You have to like have earnings. You have to,
they have to follow some regulation laws. I get that.
Yeah, you have like they have to justify their worth every quarter. So and for example, on here, like you just have a coin, and that price could be whatever the people want it to be.
For example, the SEC starts slowly changing that around slowly. For example, with companies like securities like Celsius and Gemini, they're making sure now, hey guys, you need to provide all this paperwork to make sure you're legit, and then in order to continue to do what you're doing, right?
So in order to operate in the US, that's fine. But like, if they weren't in the US, that's
harder to do though. Obviously.
Who like no one's regulating.
There's no global firm like the United Nations not doing that, right? There's nothing like that.
Exactly. So like I'm saying like these things, like these companies are just gonna pop up, and there's really no regulation to like creating a new coin.
That's true. Yeah.
So there's no one regulating that. There's no one. Yeah. It's just it's the Wild Wild West. That's what it is.
So do you think with BitClout, is this a Wild Wild West with BitClout in a sense too? Because right now everybody's just going crazy. You can make yourself pop as much as you want, and if you own a lot of yourself,
and it's small right now, right? So it's probably easier to do. It's just I don't know. I don't like the fact that they're just like pulling people's faces and putting them on there.
Well, according to this, you can verify yourself with a Twitter account.
No, so I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying like there's like Ariana Grande and Elon Musk on there who haven't approved any of this stuff. That's not them.
That's true.
Right? So like you're just really taking their image and putting it onto your site without their consent. It's just
So do you think that they can get in trouble with this because they're pulling the data feed out?
I think so.
That's interesting.
I think so. Because like I don't know. It feels like, and they're pulling in feeds, they're pulling in information, like they're making it look like these people are on this platform.
So it's kind of deceiving.
Yeah. I think it's kind of sketch. It's super sketch.
So according to this, you can cash out what's called apparently they know that it is a closed loop that you get your Bitcoin back. Apparently,
is BitClout it's their own chain, right?
Yeah, correct.
It's a new rail.
So therefore, they're gonna try to get on an exchange so you could change it out.
Yeah, that's why if they were an ERC20 token, they could get on Uniswap and get swapped out or something like that.
Yeah, correct. So for those who don't notice, what that means is that pretty much there are I guess a smaller exchange that can help you swap coins with different coins for a small fee.
So there's like centralized exchanges like Coinbase or Binance or things like that where there's a company that's there collecting all these trades and swapping and like doing the swaps for you, right? For a fee. And then there's companies that are on specific chains, like say the Ethereum network. There's companies like Uniswap who will let you trade anything, any two coins. They'll let you trade. It's a decentralized versus centralized exchanges.
Yeah. By the way, I did see that this is they already mentioned this. Apparently, this is a closed loop fee, which therefore you cannot get your Bitcoin back.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep. You're stuck. All right, everyone out there, if you're in here at 20 something minutes,
hey,
if you're gonna be the one that knows this rather than the guys who's like listen for the first 5 minutes and like, oh, I'm gonna go put money onto BitClout.
I know, right? But if you do claim an account on BitClout and you claim your own account, right? Just follow me too, okay? You can find me. So
Mike's trying to build his own clout on here.
You can find, we can help each other out, right? Give us each other likes in our own posts.
Oh my
it's a new social media. You never know.
Yeah.
All right,
you, man.
All right, so let's pivot right now for a little bit. Let's go to a funny emoji session, and we can jump back into this. Okay. So what do you have for us today, Robert?
So today I have a story about this kind of popular guy. His name is Paul Pierce.
Oh no, I know what it
He
is.
this is a NBA like a former NBA player. He once he retired from the NBA, he started working for ESPN as an analyst, and then he decided, I don't know what happened, but on Friday he decided, I'm gonna go on Instagram live while he's playing poker at this poker game, like a home game or something, and there's like strippers all around him, and and he just like was posted, like he was live. I don't know how long he was live for.
You think he was sober or drunk when he did this?
I think he was definitely drunk or something, high, something. He was not sober for this. Yeah, and then immediately the next day, ESPN fires him, or they part ways or whatever.
Was it? No, it wasn't the next day. It was a couple of days later.
They terminated his contract. Yeah. So yeah. Sorry, Paul, but you know that's what happens when you just go buck wild. But you know, like,
never go live. Listen, he should have not gone live. It'd be fine.
I know he should have just not gone live.
Now gone live.
You don't always have to be live for everything you do.
I guess he wanted to show how good his life was.
Yeah, and like watching, I was like, dang, this guy lives the life for real. Like, he really does.
Now he's living the dream. But apparently, if you watch the next what's called, I think in response to that, he's like, he has big things coming soon. That's what he said.
I don't know. I didn't even like him as an analyst. Like he was. I
never listened, to be honest with you either.
No, so. He was only there to be kind of like Charles Barkley, but like a worse Charles Barkley. Like just saying crazy things that like nobody else agrees with. That was his role.
Really?
Yeah. He said something like he was better than Michael Jordan. Like he's the best basketball player ever to have lived. Something like that. On air, like everyone's like, yo, this guy's crazy. But this is Paul Pierce. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah. Shout out to Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
You crazy, man.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So my thing is actually a little meme. Let me show you my little funny meme. This is pretty funny, actually. Share this with the audience. And for those who are not watching us, I'll describe it.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so it is an image of a tiny little car, and on the left-hand side there is a big dent, okay, on the back side of the car, and
like right. So like there's so it's like a two-seated car, and like right after the door, the driver's side door, there's like a big dent inside.
Yeah, on the back side of the car, you know, on the back side, the left side of the car.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you probably all seen the Coyotes and the what's called the Speedster, I guess. What do you call it? The Roadster. Sorry.
Roadster. Yeah. Roadrunner.
Roadrunner. That's right. It's the Roadrunner. Yeah. So pretty much it's the Coyote crashing into a wall, but it's a sticker. I mean, pretty much it's him crashing into a car inside the dent. It looked like he crashed into that car and made a dent out of it. That's what it is.
Yeah. It's Wiley Coyote as a Roadrunner, and then it looks like Wiley Coyote ran into this car and made that dent. That's freaking hilarious.
It's funny though. Who would actually invest money into a dent like that instead of fixing it?
I don't know that. How much you think that sticker costs?
I don't know, but to keep it on, probably maybe $60, $50. It's a big ass sticker.
And how much you think it costs to fix that?
I'll fix that dent probably at least a couple $100.
Yeah, I think it might be a little cheaper
to put a sticker on.
Yeah. But it's a funny sticker. Like
it's a funny sticker and it blends in so well.
Yeah, and it just looks like it goes. It's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny though. All right. All right, so jumping back into NFT and BitClout a little bit. So do you think people can make money out of this stuff? Let's be honest with you. Obviously, we know this is a closed loop system for now. Do you think people can make money out of this?
Like right now?
Right now.
No, because they can't take money out. So
because they cannot take money out.
If you can't take money out, then it's just fake money that's there. Like if you
it's just intrinsic value.
Yeah, so like if you bought a share of Tesla, but you can never sell that share of Tesla, like you don't, like that's wasted money. It doesn't really have value until you can sell it, right? So like your house is the same value as it was until you sell it.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, like something like that. Like it's just I don't know. Right now, like you can like collect these coins for forever until you can sell it. But yeah, and
but I guess they're not even on any exchange, right?
They're on no exchange. No, it's
yeah.
So like it's hard to.
So how about this though? Now, if somebody can make an NFT of themselves, let's say that they can take pictures and turn it into an NFT, right? And they can bunch of bit different pictures, each of them would be uniquely, and they can sell it. You think they can make a revenue out of that?
I mean, they've already have people that do this, right? That's what all the artists are doing.
I haven't seen pictures of themselves though.
Yeah, but like, really, who wants a picture of a random person? And that's
you never know. I want a picture of Kobe Bryant. Why wouldn't you?
But I guess I'm pretty sure like celebrities, if they wanted to, they could make a lot of money on NFTs, and just be selling off their.
That's true. Then you have to capitalize that, correct?
Yeah. So it'd be like that's actually a good idea, right? Like giving people the ability to sell their paparazzi pictures, like
why not
their own pictures? Yeah. Like it seems like a good idea, and I think that's one way that these NFTs are gonna work is that people are just like, oh,
but they gotta be careful of flooding the market with their own stuff though.
Who are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like, let's say for example, like the celebrity, they gotta be careful of flooding too much NFTs.
That's on them. They still got paid the first 100,000 that they got, right? Yeah. And then if they put too many of these out and they only get a few dollars on the next one, they still made money on the first one.
You know what, Robert? I think on our next episode we're gonna create a live NFT and then put it in the market to see it's working.
Okay, it's gonna be the GFOThoughts NFT.
There we go. we'll create a live NFT and mint it out, and then put it up there.
We'll put it up, and hopefully somebody buys it. And if not, then you know what? Like that first one, when we pass away, like that'll be worth millions of dollars because that was the first one. Never the only one. Yeah.
Only one person's gonna have it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these crazy NFTs are just like, I mean, with CryptoKitty, I mean, some of the stuff is worth, like you say, sold for millions of dollars. It's crazy.
Yeah, it started with CryptoKitties, right? Like that's how NFTs started.
Yeah.
And that was like years ago, and we were all like, "Man, these ugly kitties, these ugly 8-bit kitties," and then people are buying them for like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you're like, "What is going on in the world?" Yeah. But and then now there's like.
And the people keep reselling them though. That's the thing. Like, who's buying this and reselling it for even a higher price?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like you can't make money unless you can resell it, unless like you can get your money out, right?
I guess like for example, examples that people use is that there's only one Mona Lisa, right? And the Mona Lisa sits in the Louvre, and you cannot take it. Mm-hmm. Even though you could see it, you could take 1,000 pictures of it. It's not the same, right? So therefore, it's worthless. So I guess, with the NFT,
is it worthless? I don't know if that's worthless.
No, you take a picture of it as Mona Lisa, and
your picture is worthless, but the actual Mona Lisa is definitely worth something.
Correct, but it's such a unique piece, though. That's what I'm saying. There's no forgery behind it, you know. So,
but like some of these NFTs, like I could have made these NFTs.
My point exactly. This is why don't we do that?
No, but like I don't understand why. What the value is. Like I can see like an art piece where like this artist spent time to do all this. I couldn't have made this, so I would definitely pay for it. Like it's the worth is what it is, right? Because it's so good. Some of these are ridiculously dumb, so stupid, or like so like it's like a person like I drew a stick figure and put it up and then sold it for $1 million. It's not worth that. Like it's just not worth it.
It's intrinsic value. This is why we should do our own NFT in the next episode. And then what we can do is we can price it at $1,000 and see how it goes.
No, it's fine. Like we could do it next episode. But like I'm just talking about NFTs in general, and like seeing some of these NFTs, they don't. Okay. To me, they don't feel like they're worth it.
Listen, it's a bubble. We know it's a bubble for them.
Even if it's a bubble, like who is gonna buy like a random stick figure drawing or 8-bit character
people? This is why the art was called beauty is in the eye. Beauty is on the eye of the beholder. Okay.
Yeah.
You may not see that yourself.
I feel like
You may not appreciate it.
I feel like things shouldn't have value if you could make it yourself, or if like 1,000 people could make it themselves, right?
Listen, I mean, there's some sculptures I couldn't make that shit. And
For example, even like real artists, right? There's like art that's like, was like there's an art piece where it's just dirty laundry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have dirty laundry right now. Like that is not art. That's
Wait,
not art to me.
Did somebody draw that, or
No, it's just dirty laundry sitting in the museum.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're gonna pay $100,000 for it.
Okay, let me ask you this: the drawings behind your wall, right? If those were each of them a different NFT, how much should we pay for them?
I probably wouldn't have paid more than what I paid. I think I paid like $50 a piece or something.
So let's say that you know that for a fact those art pieces become $1,000 a piece each.
Mm-hmm.
Now what? Now, but you have those NFTs though. What will you do with them?
Oh, if I made these NFTs,
yeah,
I would keep them. I like them. These are mine.
But for people who's willing to pay you $1,000 for one of those, will you sell them?
I don't know. It would depend on if I could also buy another one for $25.
No, but it's different. It's unique, though. You can't. It's unique. You cannot buy that anymore. Once you sold yours,
I probably wouldn't. So there's also
so
like
what if I offer you $5,000 for that NFT now? Will you sell each of them?
Yeah, there's always a number, right? There's always a number that you will sell for, but it's
But you see what I'm going to. But you see what I'm going with that now, right? The example. This is how probably the value is being driven up. To be honest, the intrinsic value.
No, but like these are actually like good pictures. Like they're good drawings. They're not like stick figures. Like they're not something I could have made, right? Like that's what I'm saying. Like if I just took a piece of paper and drew like a circle, that's not really a good circle, right? It's just a circle.
I mean, think
and then I put it up and somebody's offered me $5,000. Of course I'll sell it to them. But like, is that worth $5,000? I don't think so.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, professional artists probably saying the same thing as you are for those drawings behind you because they're professional artists. Oh, I could have done those myself. I wouldn't pay $5,000.
No, if I was a professional artist, I wouldn't pay for any art at all. I wouldn't ever pay for any art. I would just draw it myself. And that's like legit for me. Like for me, like I don't know. That's my personal belief of like how things are valued. But if I could do it myself, I don't know. I might pay a little for someone to do it for me. But more than likely, I'm not. If I could do it myself, I'm not. I don't put any value in it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And there's things like, there's also like the whole Top Shot thing that's going crazy.
Yeah, NBA Top Shot right now. So correct, because each of those moments is an NFT, right?
Yeah. So like, you want to explain what NBA Top Shot is to people?
Yeah. So one of the so pretty much. It's pretty much the NBA's collaborating with this, this app development called Dapper, and each of those moments are being captured as its own NFT uniqueness. So pretty much you're buying packs of moments together, right?
Yeah, and a moment is like a short video clip or a GIF
of that art of that player
of something that they did. Yeah, and it's basically like it was like you know how like when we were younger we would have like basketball cards or baseball cards, and this is just like a moving version of that, or like a GIF version of those, right? So
so this came out last year, no, maybe earlier than that, right? A little bit earlier than that, but so each of those moments are selling. So there are different levels. Obviously, there are common levels, there are different rare levels, things like that, and each of them are worth different prices. And the more the market demands it, let's say they buy it, resell it, the higher it's worth, right? The prices goes up. And
they have a marketplace to like buy and sell them.
Correct. They have a marketplace so you can trade them, buy and sell them, and you can get rid of the money as well. You can say it's actually switch back to your money. So it's not like a closed loop thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that in mind, this obviously this Dapper, which they have a token called Flow, which is worth money. You know what I mean? Like, so that token.
But you don't need Flow. You don't need Flow to buy it. You can buy everything with BTC or like or USDC or any other coin, right?
So what it is, so in that marketplace, you can exchange that, and then you buy the recent balance to buy those package. So right now is that those package is very hard to come by, And so you had to wait in line, and when they come release, they only release limited edition only for 10,000 people.
Yeah.
And so they're trying to create that unique
and the rarity. They're trying to keep stock low so that like the price of everything stays.
So think about it. It could be unlimited moments. You think about it. To be honest with you,
every day there's new moments in basketball that are created.
So if they flood that moments immediately, the market can crash.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Or it's better for everyone because there's more moments out there and everybody, like, the prices may go down, but like it might be good for everything.
Yeah, but at that point, why would you want to collect that if you're not collecting for the value of that, right?
No, but there's rarities of everything, right? So
correct.
So
there are different tiers of it, and it tells you, hey, there were only 10,000 of these moments were created, and this is number. They rank each moment, what rank it is within that group level. And then you have your different level. Then you have the rarity where it's okay. There's only 30 of these, right? So obviously those are worth more. So
yeah, and like it's just like basketball cards, right? Like where there was only so many Michael Jordan rookie cards, and those are going for very expensive prices now too, right? But like there's also those the random basketball player where you get like 100 of these like random players that nobody wants these cards, and they're worth nothing, and I think that's okay. Mason Plumlee. Do you have a lot of Mason Plumlee? Was that your guy, and then like he just didn't pan out to what you wanted?
No, that's not. So in fantasy basketball, for some reason, I always end up with him because like, okay, he's not bad.
Why do you choose him?
Because at the end of the day, he was not bad, and he was not great, but he gave me the stuff that I needed, right?
So why are you mad at him?
Because for some reason though, I got 2 Mason Plumlee NFTs with him because randomly draw.
On NBA Top Shot, you have 2 Mason Plumlees.
Yeah, they'll be in the pack. They come in packs. I'm like,
why don't you sell them?
They're worth $7 each. Why would I sell them?
I sold a couple that were $7. I sold anyone who I don't think is gonna be worth anything. I sold them all.
That's smart. Though.
So but anyway, and then I've made money. I put in $100 and I've made $7. So
nice. I sold one of my cards. I put in $200 and I sold it for $400 already. So
wait, you bought it for $200?
No. I got it from the pack.
Oh, the pack is $200.
Yeah. So
yeah, I bought a few packs and then just sold whatever it is to like make my money back, and that's how it works.
Actually, imagine this. Imagine if basketball players can claim their BitClout and then use that to promote NFTs.
Interesting. No, there was a Spencer Dinwiddie who wanted to get his he wanted to do something with crypto too, where he gave people the option to buy parts of his contract. So that
that's right, he did that. That's right, yeah.
So then if he made like 30-something million in crypto from people who wanted to buy his contract, he would have just gone out and got like a minimum deal and then played. Like, and it's basically that. I feel like that's the first time I heard of anybody trying to tokenize themselves.
Yeah.
And so
that's actually pretty smart because you pretty much at the end of the day you're betting on him, right? So
yeah.
Didn't you tell me about Negrano did that too as well?
Oh, there's websites for poker where you can buy shares of poker players. Yeah. And then for each tournament you can put money in and put like X, like they'll be like, okay, the buy-in for this poker tournament is $10,000 and I'm gonna sell 5,000, and if I win then it's split half and half between us, right?
Yeah.
So then it's so half was his and half is split between whoever the investors are. It's basically like investing in a player's like how they're gonna perform. And so there's poker players that are doing that now. And I think Spencer Dinwiddie is the first basketball player to try to do it, which is like a win-win for him. So if he gets the money, then he doesn't really need to play. Like he doesn't need to go find the best contract. He just needs to go to wherever. Like I think it's you vote on like whoever like the users can like vote on where they want him to sign. So then if he got to like his number, he would have signed for whatever team had the most votes.
Yeah.
For like the minimum. And he's like a 20-something-year-old. He's like
Well,
a young guy.
He's a smart guy though. He's a young guy, super smart guy, and he's up and coming for sure.
Yeah. So like having a young guy on your team, that's pretty good.
So think about this, right? If you had a rookie, and imagine like LaMelo Ball. Okay, LaMelo Ball's having a great season right now. Okay, imagine though you can buy part of his contract.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, like I don't think the contract thing is very good, right? Like, because you're buying his contract, which is set, right? Like what you want is a piece of him for like his next his next contract or his value. Right?
So think about this, right? Imagine if BitClout evolved to this, right? And he can claim that, and then obviously instead of using their own stupid BitClout coin, you could actually buy like his own coin with cryptocurrency, and you could trade back and forth. Just get rid of BitClout coin. That's it. And just buy their own coin. And you buy the creator's coin, LaMelo's coin, right? Using Bitcoin, Ethereum, and you can swap it back anytime you want.
Yeah, I don't know. I am anti-random coins. So
well, think about this, right? But LaMelo plays better, and he's worth more because he's.
But how do you value the coin, right?
Oh yeah. So okay. So obviously, I mean, at the end of the day, the more people buy it, that's one of the demand is there, right? Two, probably there has to be some kind of intrinsic value where how well you do in life, I guess.
Right. Like how nothing is like not backed by anything except for that person's clout, basically.
So that's what it's called. Yeah.
Big no, that's why it's what it's called. But like, there's nothing backing it. Like if you have like a company, right, and they put out their earnings, then you can see how much the company should be worth because they put out earnings. This is how much they make. This is how much assets they have. But like, you don't have that. I don't know. You don't have that investment into any of their stuff other than just their name. Which is a different aspect of it. But like so even if like LaMelo Ball's next contract is like a max deal, does your coin go up because you don't get?
Should though. It should though, you know.
No, but like why does it go up?
Because his value of this contract went up, and therefore it should be a
correlation. No, but you're not getting anything from that contract. Are you getting his paycheck? Because if you get his paycheck, then that would be worth it, right? Like that would that's where the shares of a person can add value. But if you're just betting on, like, if you're just putting money into their status, it's I don't know. It's hard to calculate that. It's hard to value. I don't know. Maybe I'm behind. Maybe I'm just not forward thinking enough. But it's hard to see the value.
We're slowly becoming the bloopers with technology.
Yeah, they're all these millennials. They don't ever know what's coming up. What's the next thing?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it is
hard. It is harder to keep up than you think about it, though, man. It's a lot to keep up.
No, it's hard to keep up, but I think it's just hard to
understand it.
Yeah, to understand a lot of the stuff that's coming out. Because everything gets harder. Everything's more complicated.
Yeah, or becomes a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, I think everything's a Ponzi scheme. It's everything that we put money into is a Ponzi scheme. You know what? The stock market is probably a Ponzi scheme too. We just haven't.
It definitely is Ponzi scheme.
We just haven't seen it yet.
You've seen it this year alone. You've seen the proof of it this year. if the rule doesn't work out their way, they're just gonna bend over backward and stop halt trading. That's what they're gonna do.
Just halt trading. Yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah. So
think about it.
We're definitely in a Ponzi scheme. Everything's a Ponzi scheme. just try to be at the top. All right. Maybe you join BitClout so that you can be at the top of that Ponzi scheme.
My point is that you buy a bunch of your own coin first.
Yeah, you just buy it and just let everyone else buy into it, and then hopefully eventually one day you can take out all of it.
Okay, all right. So what I'm gonna do is right now we're gonna end this episode with a rant. But before we do that, for those who are consider joining BitClout, just follow me, okay?
Why don't you pimp the podcast instead of pimping your BitClout?
But anyway, no. But for real though. But be careful if you are thinking about joining it. Obviously, we told you a little bit about it. Read the white paper. We're gonna post that in the YouTube thing. It's a closed loop market, and it's just, everything's new.
It's very suspect. So
it's very suspect.
just need to take it with a grain of salt, and
Yeah.
hopefully, and
Yeah.
just like do your own research. Hopefully,
Yep.
if you find that it's something for you, you can invest or you can put money
Yep.
into it. You do whatever, but
Just be careful.
just be careful. It's
Yeah.
very risky.
Yep. All right. So, Robert, you want to go with your rant?
My rant today. Oh, I'm gonna do another basketball thing because I don't know.
Why?
I've been very into the drama, right? I don't know.
Basketball drama?
Basketball drama. So
Go.
the other day, KD had an incident where he I think
he
it's
cursed.
Michael
right?
Michael Rappaport or something. I think his name is Michael Rappaport.
Yeah.
He's a commentator, and he went on and like said something bad. I don't even remember what he said, but
It was so irrelevant, to be honest with you.
yeah, he really didn't say anything that bad. He was like probably
Yeah.
something about the Nets and like can they keep up or something. And then
Yeah.
Kevin Durant he's on the Nets. He's injured right now, but he's like the star player on that team.
Yeah.
And he's like notoriously petty. Like when he was with the Warriors, he just like was mad at every person who asked him any question, right? So he decided to like tweet him on not tweet him like DM him on his phone and just like send him messages and send all of these horrific like like just such bad text to the guy saying that the guy sucks and like he can suck his D and all this stuff. Like it's like such weird stuff that
he texted or did he talk? Did he actually
this is on DM. This is on DM.
So they have a screenshot at DM.
So then, yeah, Michael Rappaport decided that day he wasn't taking it, and then he screenshotted KD's messages, put him on Twitter, and was like, "Can you believe that this guy is saying this to me? I would think it would be like a random fan, but no, this is KD talking shit to me."
So let me ask you this though: why would KD do that and put himself in that position though?
Apparently, so then KD tweets back and is like, "I've been saying, well, we've been talking like this for months now, and and now you decide to post this shit, right?" And Michael Rappaport like responds back and is like, "No, we haven't." But really, I think what happened is like, KD has been talking shit to him for months, right? Like he's just like, "Hey, like I hate what you said about this and like like all this shit," and like said bad stuff like the whole time for months. But Michael Rappaport is just like, okay, whatever. This is just KD just talking shit to me. It's fine. And then today he was like not having it, and then he posted.
He had a bad day.
Yeah, he had a bad day. So then he was just like not gonna take it. So he posted it up.
So KD got fined for that. Obviously,
$50,000 fine.
Chump change.
But it's still a lot of money and like a lot of backlash.
But why did Rappaport that did not get a backlash for this one? I feel like because they've been talking so much crap. Because if you look at the conversation though, it definitely has been going on for a while though.
But he only posted the bad stuff that KD said.
Of course, that's what I'm trying to say though. He only posted that clip of the bigger conversation though.
Right, but nobody knew that they've been talking like this for months until
Rappaport should have gotten in trouble as well though. See. But
everything he said in there, like everything he said in the messages, wasn't bad. Like he.
Well, I guess I'm surprised KD hasn't revealed more stuff about that. You know what I mean?
He's not a snitch, yo. He's not a snitch like Rappaport.
That's true. He's not a snitch.
Goddamn Rappaport snitch.
Anyway, I don't like him either, to be honest, as a journalist, though. I don't care. So.
Yeah, I think he has some funny things that he said in the past, but yeah, like I don't really put much stock into what he says.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's your rant, huh?
That's my rant. Yeah.
All right.
What do you got, Mike?
Well, my rant is that I was driving today to get to my office. There's 3 different ways to get to my office. Apparently, the first 2 ways were closed down. So,
closed.
They're literally they were doing road construction. They literally blocked them. I'm like, what are the odds of the first 2 choices I picked? They're closed. So I had to go to the third option, go around to get to my office. So instead of taking me 6 minutes to get to my office, it took me 19 minutes to get to my office.
Yeah, that's why Mike was late when we had to record. He left. He told me I'm 6 minutes away at the time that we were supposed to start. So then, so he's like, I'm 6 minutes away. I was like, okay, all right. And then 20 minutes later, I'm like, man, this guy is not coming today.
Well, it's not my fault. Okay, I wish there was a way that it would tell you which exit are close. Even Google Maps didn't have that. I looked at the Google Maps. So
you should just get a helicopter. Just helicopter over to your...
I feel like there should be a way that if there's a construction, the city of whatever, could just tweet it out.
Yeah,
could just tweet it out and send an alert within that area.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, that'd be cool, easy to do. Or put, so
I don't know. The government's not very high tech.
Yeah.
Like
or put it on a Nextdoor app. Whatever, that works too.
But that's like users putting it in, right? So you put it
in. No. But the city could register into the Nextdoor app as a city, as a business.
No, but if they're not gonna tweet it, are they gonna go on Nextdoor app?
That's true.
Come on, man. Like they're so behind. They don't even know what Nextdoor is. I don't think.
Exactly.
They should know what Nextdoor is, because that would help with like finding people and stuff. Like Nextdoor has like, if people don't know what Nextdoor is, it's an app where like people in the community can post up things that are going on in the computer. So like there'll be things like robberies, like garage sales, like just good things and bad things can go on there, but a lot of bad things show up on there. Like, oh, I got robbed at this corner.
Actually, my area has shown a lot of good stuff there. Like, oh, hey, anybody want to? I'm going to the grocery store. Anybody want to pick something up, drop it off for you? Just send me Venmo me money, blah blah. It could be a scheme, I don't know, but or it could be real people just trying to help people out, right?
I think Nextdoor is mostly real people. But yeah, sure. Most of the stuff that we see in San Francisco is like every corner there's like a stabbing or like a robbery, and you're like, oh damn.
Wait, you're not on that Citizen app?
Oh, maybe Citizen is what I'm talking about. But Nextdoor also has that too.
No, Citizen is crazy. Like the alerts.
That's what it is. Citizen is like what they should be on, because Citizen like definitely has every bad thing.
Every bad thing you can think of.
Nextdoor also has like sales and like people on
it. So the bad thing with Nextdoor is like, you see, the bad thing that I've seen so far is like, I lost my dog. Can you help me find my dog? Or like, hey, listen, last week there was somebody stole my Trump sign. Or
someone stole my Trump sign. That's Or can you find my Trump sign? Why don't you just print out a new one?
But or like, it's like, someone tried to try to steal break into my house, right? There's stuff like that too.
Yeah, there's stuff like that.
Yeah.
But no, the Trump sign is the worst one. They stole it from the front of my yard. Now I can't. Now I don't have one. Where am I going to get one?
Believe it or not, there's a lot of people who stole Biden signs too. When I was looking at.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like it's.
All right. Anyway, so wrap this episode up. All right. So guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. For those who are listening into the Apple or Google podcast, please subscribe, hit the like button, and also leave some comments, leave some reviews. We'd like to hear back from you, or if you want to drop a topic or want to come on, let us know. You can always, and for those who are watching us on YouTube, please smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave us some comment as well.
And if you want to check out just clips of our show, you can also go to GFOT Keto Clips, and then we have all of our clips over there too.
That's true, yeah. And also, obviously, we have a website with all our episodes as well at gfot.com. And coming soon, we might have a BitClout account too. So.
Yeah, watch out for the BitClout account. It's coming.
All right, guys. Until the next time, fellas. Appreciate it. Thank you for listening. Until next time.
Peace.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Gluten-Free Organic Thoughts podcast. As always, we appreciate you. If you are watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this episode, and leave us a comment. If you are listening to us, please leave us your honest review on your preferred podcast listening platform. And as always, you can find us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GFOThoughts. Drop a comment and give us some feedback. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, see you then.